Hello fans, welcome to Man Utd Transfer HQ. Stay updated with the latest transfer gossip and breaking news.
Today news is Ruben Amorim rules Man Utd FA Cup hero out of Leicester clash and fresh injury blow. Ruben Amorim is dealing with a mounting injury crisis at Manchester United, with the boss forced back to the drawing board after another blow on the eve of the clash with Leicester. Altay Bayındır has been ruled out of Manchester United's FA Cup fourth-round clash against Leicester in the latest injury blow to hit Ruben Amorim's squad. Bayındır was the star of United's third-round win over Premier League title challengers Arsenal. He made a string of saves before denying both Martin Odegaard and Kai Havertz in the penalty shootout. He also recently kept a clean sheet in the win over FCSB that ensured United qualified for the last 16 of the Europa League. But Amorim has now confirmed that the Turkish star is the latest to be consigned to the treatment room. And it means he will miss out on the chance to face the Foxes, alongside fellow keeper Tom Heaton. It likely means that first-choice Andre Onana will not be rested and will line up between the sticks. Amorim told MUTV, "Altay, I think, he has a problem. So he is not available for the game. Tom is also not for this game, but he can play the other ones in the future. So the rest are ready. The important thing is we are ready to face the game." With Bayındır and Heaton ruled out, Ellie Harrison, Hubert Grazic, and Dermot Mee will be pushing for inclusion in the squad. Highly regarded Harrison, who recently returned from a successful loan spell at Chester, was on the bench for the Premier League defeat to Crystal Palace. Elsewhere, Lisandro Martinez will also be missing after he suffered an ACL injury against Palace. And Luke Shaw has suffered yet another setback, with the Englishman set for weeks on the sidelines. Licha is a difficult situation, Amorim added. "We don't know the extent of the injury, but it's an injury that is going to take time. Luke, just a little bit, one small issue in a different area from the last injury, so we'll try to be careful with Luke. It's hard. It's hard to give you a time, because he has a small issue different from the injury. Then he has to stop. Then we have to return a little bit to work the fitness, to be aware of the last injury. So it's a complicated moment to try to tell you a timeline. I don't want any pressure on the medical department or on Luke. We just need the players fit to help the team." Along with that quartet, Johnny Evans is also set to miss out, having won the FA Cup with Leicester back in 2021. Mason Mount, who was at Chelsea when they lost to the Foxes in that final, is also still recovering from injury. Aside from the injuries, Amorim may look to go strong to beat a Leicester side in the midst of a wretched run of form. But the Red Devils have also endured their own recent struggles, winning just 5 of their 12 games. Don't miss out on all the latest updates. Subscribe for more Man United transfer news. Our second news is Man United vs Leicester City prediction, odds, and betting offer. Ruud van Nistelrooy returns to Old Trafford since leaving his interim role at Man United to face Ruben Amorim, who has been struggling to gather some momentum at home. Manchester United are set to continue their FA Cup defense with a clash against Leicester City at Old Trafford on Friday night in the fourth round. The Red Devils managed to edge past Arsenal in a dramatic third-round encounter at the Emirates last month, despite Diogo Dalot receiving a red card. The match ended in a nail-biting 5-3 victory on penalties. However, since that victory, Ruben Amorim's squad has been on a rocky path, struggling to find consistency and stability amidst ongoing challenges. Their latest setback came with a 2-0 home defeat to Crystal Palace in the Premier League on Sunday, adding to their woes. Meanwhile, Leicester City are grappling with their own troubles. Their relegation worries intensified following a heavy 4-0 defeat at Everton last weekend. This loss pushed the Foxes back into the relegation zone, leaving them 2 points shy of safety. Both teams will be desperate for a positive result in this FA Cup tie to lift their spirits and regain momentum. Man United vs Leicester City betting offer. Bookies Copybet are offering new customers £60 free bets when they place a £20 qualifying bet. Simply register and bet £20 on a single bet on the match on minimum 1.9 odds, and Copybet will give you 3 free bets worth £20 each to place on football, horse racing, and other popular sports too. Full T&Cs apply. New UK customers only. The qualifying bet should be either a single or ACA, 2+ selections, bet, start at £20, have 1.9 or greater odds, and must be settled within 7 days of opt-in. 3 free bets include 1x £20 free bet racing, horse racing, or greyhound racing, 1x £20 free bet live football, 1x £20 free bet live. Max payout, £500. 7-day expiry. To unlock the offer, complete the first deposit via the banking app, Open Banking. Comment below and subscribe for more Man United transfer news. Our third news is Man United nail summer plan as 20-goal striker in advanced talks over free transfer. Man Utd's summer transfer priority is clear, but Ruben Amorim looks set to have one fewer option. Manchester United are nailed on to prioritize a new striker in the summer as Ruben Amorim targets an established goalscorer to ease the burden on Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee. Jonathan David reportedly features on Amorim's shortlist, with United among a host of suitors ahead of his Lille contract expiring in July. However, the 25-year-old, who has scored 20 goals this season, is reportedly set to leave the shop window, narrowing down the attacking options on the market. According to TBR Football, months after informing Lille of his intention to leave, David is in advanced talks to join Barcelona on a free transfer this summer. The Canada international is said to have received pre-contract offers from several teams, including multiple Premier League admirers. It's claimed that United join Aston Villa, Chelsea, Inter Milan, Juventus, Newcastle United, Tottenham, and West Ham United in the frame. But the report adds that David is close to sealing a deal with Barcelona, with talks over a potential Bosman agreement at an advanced stage. David has played in Europe since he was 18, registering 37 goals and 15 assists in 83 games for KA Gent before joining Lille in 2020. His consistent goal-scoring exploits for the League One club, netting 104 times in 217 appearances, have unsurprisingly harvested interest. He has made no secret of his dream to play for Barcelona, most recently publicly laying out his desire to move to the new camp last year. Barcelona was always the team I grew up supporting. When you grow up supporting a team, it's a dream to play for them, David told The Athletic. With David seemingly off the cards, there is a sense that United are even more likely to launch a pursuit of sporting superstar Victor Gyökeres in the summer. Amorim has reportedly placed the prolific 26-year-old at the top of his striker wish list after striking up a deadly relationship in Lisbon. Gyökeres is believed to be available for £60 million at the end of the season as part of a gentleman's agreement with Sporting. And while United won't likely be in a position to offer Champions League football next term, Amorim will hope he can lure the Swede to Old Trafford. Wolves' Matheus Cunha, Brentford's Brian Bumo, and Ipswich Town's Liam Delap are also reportedly in the Red Devils' boss sights. Amorim has other areas to address in what is primed to be a busy summer, but it would be a surprise if his rebuild didn't start at the spearhead of his team. Please subscribe for more Man United transfer news. Long-term Man United target Nuno Mendes signs new deal. Manchester United target Nuno Mendes has signed a new deal with Paris Saint-Germain, putting an end to any distant hopes the Red Devils had of reuniting the Portuguese star with Ruben Amorim. Mendes, 22, established himself as one of the best defensive prospects in Europe under Amorim at Sporting CP, thriving in the left wing-back role in the 39-year-old's 3-4-3 system. This position is a particularly challenging one, as the current cohort of fullbacks at Old Trafford have found out, given the demands to provide attacking threat and defensive solidity simultaneously. In possession, the wingbacks must operate like wingers, offering width and a constant overlap behind the opposition defense. But when the ball is lost, they must instantly transition into fullback mode to help support the defense. It requires high degrees of physical intensity and technical ability to be able to perform this role, which is why United were so keen to reunite Amorim with Mendes, who demonstrated this potent pairing in abundance in Lisbon. The Portuguese international signed a 5-year deal in the French capital, meaning his contract was set to expire in 2026. This meant this summer would have constituted the final window for PSG to bank a significant transfer fee for their defender, if a new deal could not be agreed. And this window of opportunity had put Old Trafford officials on red alert over the possibility of securing their head coach the ideal solution to his ongoing issues at left wing-back with his new squad, with reports suggesting Mendes was open to the switch. However, a deal proved too costly for United's limited finances, and there was a feeling that Mendes' agents were utilizing the link to secure a better long-term contract extension in Paris, which, Fabrizio Romano reveals, is exactly what happened. Mendes set to remain in Paris. The Italian transfer guru states the Portuguese international has signed a new deal with PSG, which will make him one of the club's top earners. Mendes' form was so good at left wing-back, it earned him a blockbuster move to League One champions PSG in 2021. While this never felt like a realistic transfer, the fact that Mendes was the perfect profile of player to fix a problem position at Old Trafford explains why the club considered an approach nonetheless. After a deal was deemed unworkable for Mendes, United quickly settled on Lecce wingback Patrick Dorgu as their primary target in the January window, eventually agreeing a £30 million deal for the Danish international. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Man Utd Transfer HQ, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors. One more thing, what are your thoughts on these updates? Comment below.